Hey cousins, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Chrissy Pips. Listen, today is Monday, but we're going to have a walkthrough video first. Okay, I'm still going to try to post the Monday video for Money Market Monday, but this video today for the Gate.io walkthrough is a community request. Okay, so it seems like people just had questions on how to navigate this site, and you know I'm all about helping out the community. So in today's video, that's what we will be doing. A straight walkthrough of how I was able to obtain Akash on the Gate.io website. Now, as always, if you're here, you're interested, so let's get into it. So let's get started. Go ahead and go to Gate.io. The website looks like this. And then from there, when this box pops up, please read all of the information to make sure that you can actually use this site. Or if you're using the app, read it before you get started. Because the bullet points here say like citizens and residents of USA, specifically Washington State and New York State, are prohibited entirely from using Gate.io. Canada and Japan are only allowed to trade whitelisted cryptocurrencies, which are strictly selected based on the location, lawyers' options, and regulations in the locations respectively. Okay, the second little bullet point says citizens and residents of USA, specifically Washington State and New York State, are prohibited entirely from using Gate.io. Canada, Japan, Brazil, and Singapore, and Malta are only allowed to interact with spot trading, not with margin trading, nor futures contracts. So for more details, please, like check the agreement that is in your area, like for your demographic, before interacting with this website if you're in one of those prohibited areas. Okay, after you've read this, go ahead and click I got it. Now next, let's create an account. Okay, now that we've gotten that part out of the way, please be sure to take the time and write down your username, the email that you use, the password that you create. My referral code for this particular website is in the description box of this video if you need it. Okay, it's not required, but definitely appreciated. Now let's move on to number 4. Now you create a fund password. You will need this for transactions in the future, so just like before, make sure you take the time to write down the fund password. It cannot be recovered. After you've written everything down, go ahead and click create account. Now from there, this box is going to pop up, the one on the left. So number 5, you're going to go and check your email and then click the link that was just sent to you. So a new window will pop up in like a different window, not the same one that you just clicked on before. Okay, when that does pop up, go ahead and close the first window, and then you're going to interact with the second window. You just click the close button to move on. Next, we're going to log back in. So with the username and password that you just created, go ahead and click log in, okay, because you just wrote it down. It should be nice and smooth. The second box on the right here is going to pop up. Read this page. Make sure that you always check these browser URLs, because as I've mentioned before, inside the cryptocurrency space, there are going to be some shady characters that pop up, and we always want to make sure that we are protecting ourselves by double checking as much information as we can. Okay, so next we're going to move on. You need to check your email again because there was a 6-digit code that was sent to you, and then we are going to click KYC now in the red bar. Okay, from there, when you see this screen, get ready to have fun. This can take 24 hours or more. Okay, so click verify now. Now please fill out the basics information section. Note, like, make sure that your images are clear. Sometimes if you're taking pictures on a cell phone, the picture will transpose or it'll be backwards. So make sure that it doesn't do that. If it does, you just flip it around in your phone. There's a feature where you can do that. Make sure that the text is easy to read. It's going to ask you to take a picture holding up your 𝐿𝐄𝐈 number and your ID. So not only are you taking a picture of the front and back of your ID, but you're also going to be taking a picture with your ID and your 𝐿𝐄𝐈 number. So be sure to, like, it took me 4 times to take the pictures before I sent them. If you do have a scanner, scan your ID. I only had to do this 1 time, but my partner in crime, Alana, had to do this twice, or 3 or 4 times, I think. So you don't want to give them any reason to not approve you the first time you do it. So make sure it's really, really clear. When you're taking the picture holding up your ID, even the text on your ID needs to be clear, okay? So just make sure it's clear, right? Now, insert elevator music here. Like I said, this can take up to like a while. So we're going to do something else while we wait for this to happen, okay? So the little bars that show up at the bottom of your screen, you're going to click on Set Now in the green bar. We're going to go ahead and set up some additional security measures at this point. We take security very seriously, so I want to walk you guys through that part too. Now, for number 15, if you don't already have the Google Authenticator app on your phone, go ahead and get it right now. Pause the video and get the Google Authenticator app. It's available for Apple, Android, and BlackBerry if you still have one of those. I'm not judging, right? And then go ahead and press play, because you will need the Google Authenticator app for these next few steps, okay? But this is what it looks like, and it doesn't matter if you're on Apple or Android, the app still looks the same. Now, after you've downloaded the app, you've set everything up, you've written down the recovery phrase that comes with your Google Authenticator app, okay? After you've written it down, on your phone, you're going to open up the Google Authenticator app and then click the QR code reader that's at the bottom right hand corner, and you're going to scan the QR code that pops up on your screen. Every time you see one of these QR codes when you're setting up 2-factor authentication, when you scan the code, it automatically populates the new website with the name in your Google Authenticator, okay? So go ahead and scan this QR code. After that, click send email, okay? So, and there's a reason why we're doing this backwards, and I'll explain it to you, but click send email, like where you see arrow number 1, then go check your email for the code and enter it at arrow number 2, right? And then you enter your fund password at arrow number 3, and the top one, arrow number 4, that says TOTP. Sorry, that was my phone. So the one that says TOTP, that is the one from Google Authenticator. Now, the reason for doing number 4 last is because that code in Google can only be generated for 45 seconds. So if you put that in there first, and then you have to enter your fund password, then you have to open your email, and then you have to type in the little code from your email, it's probably going to be past 45 seconds. So the reason why I'm showing you to do this in the backwards order is because of that 45-second number that you have to put in. It's just best to put it in last to save yourself the headache of doing it twice, okay? After that, click Enable 2-Factor Authentication, okay? Now, moving right along, it's time for SMS setup. So on the 𝐿𝐄𝐈 website, if I do a transaction or even if I log in, I'm going to have to put in a code, a 6-digit code that was sent to me in a text message. If I'm doing transactions, I have to put in my fund password, and I have to put in the code that I get from Google Authenticator. We want to be as secure as possible. So some people have asked in the past, why so many steps? Well, this is money at the end of the day, and cryptocurrency is not FDIC insured like your banks. So we always want to protect ourselves and put as many security measures in place as possible. If you guys are inside of our community, you've seen this weekend, Alana and I we're notifying everyone of the Coinbase scam text messages that were going out, right? These text messages were saying a transaction has been approved in your Coinbase account. There were typos in these text messages, and for most of us, because we have two-factor setup, like you have to have my thumbprint and you have to have a 6-digit code, or my password and a 6-digit code in order to even make a transaction. So we knew that it was a scam, but some people, are susceptible to stuff like that. So we always want to keep you in the know, and setting up SMS is definitely one of the things that we're going to do for this website, since they give us the option to. Anything they give us an option to set up for security, we're going to do it. Okay? So go ahead and click immediate binding. Okay? And then please fill out this information and then click Setup SMS. Then this little screen here is going to pop up. Just make sure that enabled is highlighted. And then now the hard part is over, right? Yay. Like you should see a KYC verification after about 24 hours. It looks like that. It shows you in the little box there that it's green. Your KYC was successful. By the time I had finished this, that's pretty much where I was at. Okay, now in the menu bar, look at the top right, click to open the drop down, and then under wallet, select deposit. Okay, then on to number 26. On the screen that pops up after you click that, click the drop down and then choose ETH to deposit, or choose USDT if you're not using ETH, because you can use ETH or USDT. We prefer to use ETH first though, if that's what you're using to swap into Akash. Now click the red copy button, open the wallet that you will be using for this transaction, and then you're going to, after you've copied the address, it'll say success, then you're going to, inside of the wallet that you're using, you're going to paste the address information there. You just choose ETH from the drop down window after you've pasted it and sent it from your wallet over here, and then you'll be good to go for this step. Okay, so you're copying the address from Gate.io, pasting the address into your wallet, and then you're sending the funds to Gate.io from your wallet. Okay, now number 31, in the wallet drop down on the top right, click Funds Overview, and then this next screen is going to pop up on the right. Note, after about 5 minutes, the transaction was done and it automatically had deposited into my spot account. Now from here, in the menu bar at the top of the screen, click on Trade, and then on the left search bar, you want to search for AKT_ETH, or it'll say AKT_USDT if that's what you're using to deposit. Okay, now from there, you want to check here to be sure that you have the correct pair selected. So this is going to be almost in the middle of the screen, and you want to make sure it says either Akash and ETH or Akash and USDT. Now, we are buying Akash with ETH, okay? If you are making multiple transactions, you can use a different percentage. I used 100% because I was only getting Akash at this time that I was doing this for you guys. If you want to only do 50% of the ETH that you have because you want to do 2 coins, just choose 50% instead, okay? Now from here, you're going to see 2 boxes that pop up. The first box that pops up, make sure that the info is correct and then confirm order. After that, a new box is going to pop up and it's going to ask you to enter your fund password. Go ahead and do that and then click submit. And note, this is going to show up at the bottom of the screen showing you your transaction, okay? Now from here, scroll back to the top, open the wallet drop down, and then click spot account. Now note, okay, the spot account, you may still see ETH. This is because the transaction is in process, okay? Once it's done, it looks like this. So you'll see your Akash, you'll see how many you have, and you'll be able to see it confirmed inside of that spot account. So yay, we're finished, right? Nope, wait just a second. No, you know I had to make it an even number, right? Now, since there is no wallet with a private key for you to hold your Akash in currently, we will not be moving our coins off of the 𝐿 exchange. Please note that also closing the window for this website, the 𝐿.io website, it does not log you out. So you do need to click the little person icon at the top right and then go down to log out and then click all devices. Okay? Now, remember, this walkthrough was brought to you in part by Chrissy and Afro Butterfly. She told me to tell you guys hi. Over at Digital Green Book, we will be doing more collabs like this together. Even if it's just behind the scenes work getting it done, I do want to make sure that you guys are starting to get to know some of the community, okay? But we are done. Yay, right? We've successfully purchased Akash on 𝐿.io, and now you can actually use these same steps to purchase any other cryptos that you want to on there. In my own personal opinion, I'm only using 𝐿.io for exchange trading for coins that I cannot get other places that give me private keys. So 𝐿.io is definitely a secondary source for me, because it holds coins that some of the other places that we've been talking about or you guys have seen me on, actually they don't have on those exchanges. So I always want to put you in a position to make sure that you're able to participate in different coins and things like that with my team and I. But yeah, that's going to wrap us up for today. Do me a favor, comment below, let me know what you think. Let me know if there are any other community requests. I love to help out my cousins and make sure that you guys are getting everything that you need inside of this space to be successful. And for those of you who are part of the channel community and not the team, you guys get the benefit of seeing one of the coins that we are purchasing that we haven't told anybody about yet. So listen, I would definitely take note of that. You're getting some inside information. But that's going to wrap us up, cousins. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you're having an awesome and productive day. Bye.